Good morning, YouTube. It's Cherise here. It's currently 9:15 a.m. on June the 5th. The 5th. The 5th. And it's Sunday, and I'm getting ready to go to worship service. So I thought I'd do a get ready with me. I'm probably going to do like 100% 100% drugstore look this morning just because I feel like it. And I've got my coffee, of course, and I've already prime my skin using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, but now I'm going to go in with my Boots number 7 beautifully matte makeup base, and this has been, excuse me, I've got like the hiccups and burps at the same time. Not a good combination. This has been like my favorite mattifying primer that I've been using, and it works really well, and it also has salicylic acid to help fight breakouts. So it applies pretty much like a lotion until it starts to dry. So once it starts drying, then I start to pat it in. I'm placing that in all my oily areas. Which is my forehead, my eyelids, my eyebrows, and the nose. And sometimes I like to put even more next to my nose. And a little bit more on my eyelids. And a little bit more on this part of my nose. Yeah, you can find Boots number 7 at Target and Ulta. But yeah, this primer works super well. I'm sure you guys can already see the difference in the amount of shine that's on my forehead. Before it was like bling, and now it's a lot less. But I do have lights on me, so I didn't even move my lighting. It looks really good. I really like this lighting. Alright, so now that I've got that primer on, I'm laying my, I don't want to wear a headband, and I had a headband on yesterday, so it helped to lay down like my edges and stuff and make it look like a headband, like a hair headband. I don't know how to describe it. Like the front of my hair was like flat. It looked like, it wasn't like braided or anything, but it's like flat, and then this is all big, and I really like the way that looked, so I just reapplied some gel and tied it down again so that I can keep that same look. But yeah, once it dries dry. And you can see it doesn't leave too much of a white cast either on the skin. So I really, really like this primer. So now that that is applied, I'm going to sip some coffee. I like to let it sit for a little bit. And yes, this is my SAI cup. I'm using it for all the days of June leading up to Founders Day. But the Drugstore foundation I'm going to use today. Ooh, I need to wet my beauty blender. Let's see, you have so many options. I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. And that's going to be my Maybelline, hopefully if I can find it, in my shade. Where at? I was going to say my Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 360. But I'm not seeing it in my container. I know I have one. I have 355 in here, but where's my 360? Oh, I see it. It's hiding. Wow, it was really in there. What color is this? I feel like this can match me now. I also have this Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Foundation. This is in the shade Carob, and it was like too red for me, but looking at it in the bottle now, it looks like it can match me, so I might wear that another day this week. But I found my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless in the shade 360. And I'm going to apply this with a damp beauty blender, but mine is dry, so let me go wet this real quick. Alright, so I now have this wet, and we're going to go in with this foundation. My hands are wet now. Wiping off my hands on my bathrobe. This is my makeup robe, so if you see brown on it, it's makeup. But yeah, we're going to go in with this foundation. Again, this is in the shade 360 Mocha. This is their deepest shade, I believe, and I love it. I feel like this matches me way better than the 355 ever did. And I wish they had it around longer so I could have been wearing this shade all along. I'm just pouring some onto the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and pop it in. And starting in the center of my face, working outward, I'm going to apply this to my skin. I really do love this foundation though. It took me a while to figure out how to use it and how to get it to last on my skin, but once I did, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I see why everybody loves it. I'm hoping I can figure out the Milani 2-in-1 Perfect makeup, but I don't really like that foundation at all. Like, it looks terrible on me after a while. It looks so bad on my skin. When I first put it on, it looks great. Look. I have a little bit left on my hand. Gonna use that for my forehead. Trying to spread it out, make it last, or make it work for my whole face, but sometimes I do need to add a little bit more. Like, I feel like the perimeters of my face barely have any foundation on them, which I don't really need that much coverage there, but I don't know, you guys know I like my full coverage looks. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. You see how good that looks? It looks so good, right? It's a little bit warm. Like, you see it's a little bit warmer than my skin, but it doesn't look bad. It's not red, you know? Ooh, that's too much of a little bit. I'm trying to scoop it back in here. That's one thing, is that this doesn't have a pump, but so you kind of can go a little overboard sometimes. So I'm just adding more to like the very edges of my face. I hope that makes sense. Like, it's warm, but it's not red, which is why it looks so good on my skin. I feel like it enhances my natural skin tone. You know what I mean? And look how matte it is. Like, it looks so good. I love. Hopefully my edges are not like a completely different color. Sometimes that does happen. I don't know. It actually doesn't look too bad. Kind of lifting up the edges of my scarf. That's making sure that my hair stays the way I want it to. So make sure you really blend it out. And do you see this like flawless finish that it has? It looks so good. So this is kind of like a drugstore alternative. One drugstore alternative to the Becca Evermatte Poreless, the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation. Okay. Now that we have our foundation on, I'm like, I really kind of don't even want to set it because I just like the way it looks. We are going to now set this, even though I kind of don't want to set it with a powder because it looks so nice. Oops, forgot to bring my brushes a little closer. There we go. I still have them all laid out like how they were drying. Take the spoon out of my coffee. Why is there a random hair on my coffee? Don't know where that came from. And it was blonde. I was literally stuck to the outside of my cup. Like, really? But do y'all see this? Such a beautiful color. Foundation. Alright, so we will set this with some powder. And let's use something different. I'm going to use Cafe, this Black Radiance pressed powder. And I'm going to use this angled flat top BH Cosmetics brush because my other flat top brush is in my purse and I don't feel like getting it. So I really like the color of this powder, but I've hit pan on it, so it makes it kind of hard to pick up the color. There we go. I'm just going to press this into the skin all over to set and lock in the foundation. You could use a beauty blender, but I'm not going to be outside, so I don't need that triple layer protection summer proof foundation technique. I'm not going to be outside except for to walk into church and to walk into my job. But if you're going to be outside, I highly recommend that you try out that technique because it really does work. Or you should just get the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation because that doesn't even need the technique. All you need is that foundation, honestly. And as you can see, the powder is a little bit darker and more like neutral cool than the actual foundation because you can see the difference between this side of my forehead and this side. I always like to kind of do half to show you guys the difference that it makes. I used to use this as a contour like in the winter, but now I feel like it's my perfect summer shade. And I kind of just like for my face to be a little bit darker. Like I like for it to match more my body than my chest in the summer. So I go a little bit deeper with all my products, and a lot of my contour products from like the fall and winter become my all over face products in summer. So it works out because I don't really have to buy anything new. Do you guys see the difference? A slight difference in the color? More warm, goldeny, more neutral, cool. Both still match my skin tone and my undertone very well. So now I'm starting on the other half. I have no idea what I'm wearing to church today. But I had the greatest time in Chapel Hill yesterday. It was so great. I'll be uploading that tutorial from that look for the cookout today because I work 3 to 11 p.m. So I'll be able to upload that video. Disclaimer. Well, they're being uploaded at the same time, so you'll see. I talk about what I said in the video. But I'm talking about how my friend is gay, like to help people figure out who he is. Trying to tell the difference between people. Like sometimes the way you describe them, like you'll say, oh, the black girl with the natural hair, or the white man with the beard, you know? Stuff like that. And mine was Taekwon. He's gay, looks kind of like, I said Ice-T, but I meant Ice Cube. I could not think of Ice Cube at that moment in time. Like my mind was like totally blanking on who that celebrity was that he looks a lot like. But yeah, I might have mentioned that he's light-skinned. Light-skinned, gay guy, looks like Ice Cube. Yeah, I don't take it personally. I don't take personal offense when people describe me as like, oh, that black girl, or if somebody says, oh, that dark-skinned girl, or that brown-skinned girl, or oh, that band geek, or, you know, stuff like that, or oh, that Army Brat, or whatever, you know? Like, if it's true, I don't care if you say it. Because that's true. That's a part of who I am. Or, oh, that skinny girl, because I am skinny. I'm trying to gain weight, but it's not working. So yeah, that's why I was like, I hope nobody is offended by my statement, because I know he wouldn't be offended, so. Yep, you'll see it in the video though. Alright, so this looks really nice. My skin looks really smooth and really flawless, even though I have like all these random breakouts right now all over my face. And I'm making sure to blend onto my neck and onto my ears a little bit. Alright, so that's that Black Radiance Press Powder in Cafe. These are only $4.99 at your local drugstores and on the website. And these powders work great. A lot of people compare them to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. And look how gorgeous they look on the skin. Like, get you some Black Radiance. And they have so many different shades for melanated people. Alright, let's go on to highlighting. I'm keeping my look fairly simple today for church and work. I'm going to highlight and do blush, but I'm not going to do any contour. I feel like contour is for my more fierce days. And of course I'm using my Black Radiance Ginger Snap. This is also $4.99, I believe, at your local drugstores. Definitely try Kmart. I always find Black Radiance at Kmart, and then in some Walmarts you can find it. But if you can't find it in your local drugstores, definitely check it out online through their website, blackradiance.com. Or is it Black Radiance Beauty? Just search Black Radiance Cosmetics, it will come up. And I'm highlighting my cheeks. The bridge of the nose, of course, my favorite. Cupid's bow. Oh, that looks so good right there. Makes me so happy. Alright, so now we have our nice glow going with our nice flawless base. Time for blush. And today for blush, I want to use Let's use this one from Black Radiance. I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to use this Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond. It's a very nice, natural, orangey kind of blush. It's really pretty. Looks good on deeper skin. I don't know what I'm going to wear, so this is kind of the perfect color. And we're going to use this BH Cosmetics domed brush to apply that to the cheeks. And again, this is called Toasted Almond from Black Radiance. And it's one of their baked blushes. And they are really pretty and really pigmented. And they just look really good. I'll always be a Black Radiance fan. Like, I really do love their makeup. And they have good customer service. Let's talk about that. Because I still have not gotten, like, that Black Opal foundation I wanted. Still haven't gotten it. Like, customer service never responded to me. I left voicemails. I sent emails. So, I don't think I'll be ordering anything from Black Opal anymore. I'll just have to find it in the store. Because their customer service, like, online and on the phone is terrible. They didn't respond back to me. And I'm very upset. I still haven't gotten the product that I actually paid for. And I got sent a men's shave gel instead of the foundation I ordered. Which I think I gave away to someone. I think I gave it away to Kyle from high school. But I think he may have left it in my car. I don't know. Anyways, the point is I didn't order that product. I didn't pay for that product. And I want the product that I ordered and the product that I paid for. But they did not respond to me. And I was sad. And I'm kind of going in quite heavy with this blush. Just because it's really pretty. And why not? Look at it. It's just like so pretty and natural. And it kind of has like a glow to it as well, which is another reason I love it. Especially for the summer. It's just really pretty. Alright. So now we have on our blush. The skin is complete. Time to move on to the eyes. Kind of hot. Okay. And the Drugstore palette I'm going to use is going to be what kind of colors do I feel like using, y'all? You know what I should do? I'm going to use a Wet n Wild palette, probably a trio. I have lots of their trios and I'm a huge fan of their trios. For example, I have like this Spoiled Brat palette, which has a great pink, a great silver, and a great glittery black. It's like a matte black with silver glitter in it. Super fun for like festive looks, holiday looks, New Year's looks, prom looks. I have lots of their little things, so we're going to use one of those. One of my favorites is the I'm Getting Sunburned because I love the gold shade. And it also has like a shimmery brown for the crease. So that might be one. And we might use a couple to create this look. So let me just quickly look and see what other one I want to use. I think I'm going to use the I'm Getting Sunburned. I'm in the way, love runs on me. I'm in the glory land way. Having it there in the wake road with clear for. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. I'm in the glory land way. Having it there in the wake road with clear for. I'm in the glory land way. I always have random hymns stuck in my head. Alright, so from Wet n Wild, we're going to use this trio. their Color Icon Trio in I'm Getting Sunburned. A great little trio, has a great brown and a gold. And we're going to use the Naked Truth Color Icon eyeshadow palette, and it has 5 different shades. So these two together are what we're going to use to create our drugstore eye look. And just to note, I think every single product I've used in this video you can find for $6 or less, which is great, except the primer. But everything else you can find for $6 or less. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my lid color, something I don't normally do. And for my eyelid, I'm going to use the eyelid color from this palette, and it's this beautiful gold. It's one of my favorite golds to use, actually. Let me find a brush to apply that to my lid. What color is even on here? Sometimes I'm wondering, like, what eye look did I do that I have this color eyeshadow? I'm going to use this concealer type brush to apply that to my lid. And it's this gold color. It's very sparkly, super pretty. And highly pigmented, as you can see. I feel like this gold shadow could compete with golds from other companies like Urban Decay, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, it is such a pretty gold. I'm applying this just to my lid, making a very kind of sharp crease. I don't know if you guys can see that. Kind of a cut crease for now until we put some other shadows on. Making sure that it's nice and opaque. And there's very minimal fallout with these shadows too. And they're from Wet n Wild. Boom. But yeah, I have a lot of these little trios. Not quite sure where all of them are right now, but I know I have them in my vast, it's not really a vast collection, but in my I have a pretty large collection, I think, for one person that's a college student of makeup. I got rid of a lot of it though. Like stuff that was old, stuff that was expired, stuff that I just won't wear anymore. I trashed a lot of it before I moved here, but I could probably still get rid of some stuff. But yeah, Wet n Wild is at, your local drugstores. Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, Target, some grocery stores, Kmart. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that. I've made a very defined crease where this is just on the lid. All over the lid. Now we're going to take the same brush, going to wipe it off, and we're going to go into that crease color from this palette. It is sparkly, and I'm going to add that to the outer 1/3 to 1/2 of my lid, overlapping it onto the gold. Really pigmented. I'm going to kind of press it. You see how dark that is? And it's very shimmery. So for right now it's going to look really ugly and unblended. But I'm literally just pressing it over top, layering it onto the gold. And this is the crease color from the I'm Getting Sunburned palette. I'm also kind of defining the shape I want, so I'm going to make a tiny, kind of like a little bit of a cat eye shape. I don't know if you can see that I kind of made a little pointy right there. Alright, so now that we look real ratchet, it's time to go into the other palette. So I'm going to wipe this brush off. We're going to come back to it, but we're going to go into the other palette to help start blending. And from this palette, I'm going to take this definer color right in the middle, and it's a matte brown right there. And we're going to use that to blend out the edges because it's matte. And everything we put on the eye so far is shimmery. I'm just going to go into here and start to blend out the edges of this eye look. And basically what we're going to have is a really nice kind of smoky eye. Which is not what I was intending to do, but it's okay. Do you see the difference between this eye and this eye? So go ahead and use that to blend everything out. I'm using just a very little bit, tapping it on the very edge of it, and then going right into the crease area and blending it all out. All right. So as I blended out the crease, I feel like the lid doesn't look as bad, like how it transitions from the brown to the gold. So I'm going to leave the lids as they are, and we're going to start to work on the bottom lash line. You guys see it's like kind of a grayish brown golden smoky eye. Really pretty. So now what we're going to do is take that other brush, I already wiped it off, and we're going to take that definer matte brown, and we're going to apply this to the bottom lash line using the edge of this brush because it's nice and flat. So it can get on that lash line really easily. You see how that just kind of added a little bit of color and definition, like this eye compared to that eye. And we didn't use any black for this look because it's daytime, I'm going to church. I don't really want to use black on my eyes. Actually, with my neutral looks, I prefer brown over black, but with my colorful looks, I use black instead of brown. So I'm just really trying to build this up, get it nice and visible. And for the, what is it called? The brow bone, it's already kind of highlighted with the highlighter I used on my face, so I'm going to leave that. But for my inner corners, I'm just going to use the same gold that's on the lid and bring that into the inner corners. And I'm going to use the same brush. So I'm going to take the tip of this brush. Oh, can't really see. And we're going to go in just like this. And also do the inner 1/3 of the bottom lash line. This is a really pretty, simple daytime smoky eye with all drugstore makeup and everything under $6 or $6 and under. I believe you can get the foundation for like $5.94 at Walmart. Like, it's very inexpensive, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, but it looks so good. Like, for the price, it looks so good, and it photographs really well. And there's also different formulas of it too. If you don't like matte and poreless, they have like a dewy and smooth. They have the original, you know. So definitely check out this Maybelline foundation. All right. So those are the eyes. Pretty, huh? I really like how this stuff came out. So that's it for eyeshadow. All that I have left is lips. You can do liner if you want to. I thought I just saw something. I'm going crazy ever since that spider, which I named it Matilda, was in like on my body and in my bed. I was like, Can you guys hear my stomach growling? It's kind of loud. I was in Chapel Hill, North Carolina at the Tri-Beta Cookout, and the food was so good. The man who cooked it all, you did an excellent job. It was so good. That boneless chicken, those meatballs, the hamburger, the corn, everything was just seasoned right. It was just good. I really enjoyed it. Like, that made me want to get a grill. And I live in an apartment building where I can't really have a grill, so you know it was good. Anyways, let me stop talking about food. Let's go on to, mascara. I don't have a drugstore mascara at the moment. I got rid of all my mascaras because after 90 to 100 days, you want to throw them away because they can carry bacteria and you can get eye infections and stuff. So I threw away all those. The only one I have is my Urban Decay. So I'm going to do mascara off camera. Also for my brows, I just use a brown and black eyeliner pencil. So I'm going to do my brows off camera. If you want to line your eyes, you can. I kind of want to put black on my lower waterline, which is something I never really want to do. Just strange. I don't know. I saw this girl yesterday at she's one of my SI sisters. I can't remember her name, but she's in like some of the group meets that I'm in, and she's so beautiful. And she did black like on the upper and the lower, and it just looks so good on her, but it doesn't look good on me. And I was like, I wish I could do that. So we're gonna put some black in the lower waterline, something I never do. I'm getting hot. And then we're going to just do lips. So I'm trying to think what color lips I want to do. And to put black in my lower waterline, I'm going to use... Oh, that's the brush I was looking for. I'm going to use... Yeah, I need to wash this brush. Nope. Actually, let's not do black. Let's do something more fun. Let's put blue in the bottom waterline, and I'm going to use one of these NYX waterproof Hydra Fuge pencils, and I have two of the same color. So we're going to use the color Deep Blue. Or I could do gold, because I have this gold eyeliner. I have lots of options in this cup. Or I could do the Rimmel in a deep navy. That's really pretty. Let's do that, because my mom wore some deep blue in her waterline. I look really pretty on my mom. So let's copy my mom. think that was the last time I saw her actually. She had put navy blue in her bottom waterline and it looks so good. So I need to sharpen it. Hopefully it will sharpen. Oh no. I sharpened it, but look what it did. It like took out the actual pencil. That's so interesting. So like the actual colored part like came out of the eyeliner. Let's say, do I have anything on my finger? So I'm just gonna take this and we're gonna put this, or not, if it actually starts to come off. I don't even think I'm getting any pigmentation from this. Barely. Let me try the other side. Fail. Let me try the actual crown. There's some sticking out. When you're having a makeup fail, so I might just need to throw this away. My Rimmel Scandalized pencil is not working in navy blue, which makes me sad. So back to plan A. We're gonna use the NYX retractable eyeliner in deep blue. It looks like this. It's retractable. I'm gonna put that in the waterline. I feel like these colors are not showing up at all in my waterline. Or maybe my waterline is just anti-color. This is making me upset. I'm trying to be creative and enhance my brown eyes by using a navy blue, but it doesn't want to show up. Okay, it's kind of showing up. Blue enhances brown eyes. Okay, now it's kind of showing up. Maybe I just needed to start cheering up to get better color payoff. But I'm going right on the waterline. Okay. Can y'all even see it? And now the sun comes out, messing up my lighting. Alright, so on to lips. I tried it, guys. To put the blue. It's not really showing up. So for lips, I'm definitely going to use one of my mini, probably Milani lipsticks. They're probably my favorite from the drugstore, but I also like Black Radiance lipsticks. Yeah, this natural sunlight that's coming out is messing up my lighting unless I'm like this close. So what's a color I haven't used in a while? I haven't worn a purple lip in a while, but I have all the same favorite purple lips as I did a year ago, 2 years ago from Milani. But really, you can do any lip color. Look, red will look really good with this look. Nude will look really good. And I have so many lipsticks, I literally have to dump them out to find the color I want. So let me dump this out. Sure you can hear them all going on the floor. All right, so for today, one of my favorite purples from Milani is called Sangria. It's a deep, like a deep plum purple, but still vibrant. Do you see that? It is so pretty. Looks great on dark skin, but I don't feel like wearing a dark lip today. Let's wear, yes, this is one of my like teacher colors. We're gonna wear this What brand is this? Maybelline, CoverGirl? Does anybody know what packaging, who this belongs to? I think it's CoverGirl or Maybelline, but the color is called Vintage Wine. And you see it's like a really pretty kind of like nudie pink. Oh gosh. Or not. It's more like straight pink. Yeah, it's a pretty color though. So yeah, we're gonna wear this color. I like it. It's nice and summery, but it's called Vintage Wine. I think this is CoverGirl lipstick. I'm not sure. The name has rubbed off. But the color is Vintage Wine. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'm just going to add mascara and eyebrows and be done. It's 10:01. Church starts at 10:30 and it's a 7-minute drive away, so I need to get dressed. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. I really do appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this drugstore eye look. Okay, bye-bye.